Okay, now we're live. Okay. So I just went through the setup that I had for the day, and my streaming software wasn't setting up. Good morning, everyone. Hey, if you're new to the channel, or if you're just stopping by for a little bit, be sure to subscribe and click like for me. I would appreciate that. This is what I do every day. I'm here and trading every day, and so I decided to start streaming my trading. I'm no longer part of a chat room that I was paying for, so I just kind of decided to start my own chat room. I'm looking forward to people who like to trade and are looking for a place to chat about their trades and share their ideas. That's why I started the channel. So to go through what I'm seeing for today, I've got a few large cap ideas, a couple of small cap momentum ideas, and then I always have an eye on the SPY. All right, so the SPY, I like to see the relative strength indexes on the SPY line up with the RSI on the VIX, and to also line up with the RSIs on the advanced decline line. And the way I like to play it, and I'll put these two together here, I'll put the SPY next to the ad so it makes more sense, easier flow. I like to see the SPY coming out of oversold, and so for example, the SPY isn't it isn't into oversold right here, so it's not really coming out of it. And so the setup isn't really there right now for the SPY. And I like to see the ad coming out of oversold at the same time that the VIX is coming out of overbought on the 1 minute and the 10 minute. So when the 1 minute and the 10 minute VIX RSIs line up with the ad on the 1 minute and 10 minute and the SPY on the 1 minute and 10 minute, 1 minute and 10 minute. When I see all those things working in conjunction with each other, then I have a high confidence, conviction on making a trade in the bullish direction, in the positive direction. And the opposite is true when I want to play puts on the SPY. If the SPY is coming out of overbought, and dropping back down from overbought in conjunction with the ad coming out of overbought, in conjunction with the VIX coming out of oversold, then I have a high rate of conviction on making a trade on the SPY. I'll buy puts and calls accordingly. Okay, so now next, I'm going to go to the small caps here. Now, let's see, I still have them here. So the small caps names that I have today are INDO and CNFR. And I'm really shy about trading these things today for two reasons. One, INDO has no news. I don't know why this trading view window keeps popping up news for CNFR on my INDO tab. But you have to trust me. There's no news on TradingView for INDO, and there's no news in StreetMart Edge for INDO. I did a check for both INDO and CNFR for news, and there's no news on INDO. It's popping up for some reason. The reason, I'm not sure what the reason is for it popping up, and the reason that I'm really shy about trading small cap momentum right now with no news is because in the past 3 days, on Monday, ACY popped up. Let's go back over here to Monday. And it popped up to $38.04. And then the exchange, you can see the time frame here. This time frame, won't give it to me there. If you look at the top, or look straight down to the bottom, you can see the exchange brought this thing to a halt. It stopped the trading on ACY at 11:04 in the morning, and then opened it back up for trading again at 14:56. So it's roughly 3 hours. The exchange shut down trading on this thing, and when it closed, it was at $38.04. And when it opened back up again, it was all the way down at, let's see here, so roughly $17. So, and there was no news. The exchange halted trading on this thing for news, and then 3 hours later, it opened it up back up again, and said the news is there is no news. So okay, you can keep trading now. But for anyone who was in this trade at this halt and waited 3 hours for it to be down $21 a share, if you were in 1,000 shares suppose you were in 1,000 shares at the bottom of this candle from 31 to 37, you were up $6,000, and then it shut down and opened up again, dropping $21 per share. So, if you're even if you're at the bottom of this candle right here at $31 and it opens up again at $17, that's $14,000 that you watched just disappear, and the exchange just shut it down. The same thing is true here for RHE, the exchange. Let's go back a couple of days. I think this was Monday. Yep, Monday right here, the 28th, whatever day the 28th was. Yeah, that was Monday. This was brutal to start with, really. So the exchange shut down trading on this thing at 11:47 and opened it up again at 14:47. So that's another 3 hours of shutting down trading on this thing. Now this one also, this was rough. I lucked out in not being in this thing. The exchange shut it down at 11:47. The price was $10 and let's say 50 cents roughly, and then it opened again at $5.84. So that's practically $5. So if you were if somebody bought right here, whether it's a huge down candle. Actually, I don't have 1 second charts. I don't have the ability to take my time frame down to 1 second because I don't have that level of subscription to TradingView. But people who do, who I know, who were looking at this thing, this entire candle was this happened in 1 second. This moved from 15.59 down to 10.59. So if you were trying to get out in here, and suppose you bought up here in the $15 range, and then the exchange shut down trading on this thing for 3 hours, and it opened up at $5.93, you're looking at a $10 per share loss. It's just, I don't know what's going on with the exchanges, but they are they're getting really conservative about momentum, small cap momentum trades right now. I don't know what the deal is. And the same thing happened yesterday with UUU. Let's find UUU. Yep, there it is right there. Yesterday on UUU. Now they shut this thing down early. This is 4 minutes into the trading day, 7 minutes into the trading day. Let's see, here's 9:30. Went into a circuit breaker halt here at 9:31. Opened up again at 9:36, and then a minute later, after it tumbled down from 13.78 down to 12.47, it's roughly $1 per share drop after the circuit breaker halt. They halted it at 9:37 and didn't open trading again on the name until 11:21, so almost 2 hours later, and there was no news. So there was no news on UUU, ACY, or RHE, and the exchanges have just pummeled these names. They've just, anybody who is in this trade, if there were any momentum traders, experienced momentum traders, they just got hammered. And so today's names that I have are INDO and CNFR. Now, INDO has no news, but CNFR does have news, and CNFR's news is that there's an insider, an executive in the company, CNFR, who on the 29th applied to be able to buy 5,000 shares at $2.49 or something like that per share. And I suppose that's the news that has this stock moving up right now. Pre-market, it is up 98%. INDO is up 122%. Now, under normal circumstances, I would be willing to participate in a stock that's moving like this. But today, and really until the long halts, the 2 and 3 hour halts aren't happening anymore, and I don't know why the exchange is doing that. Other than it's just this time of the year, and there aren't a lot of traders, in the market. It's just, for the most part, people who come and do it every day, like me, are perhaps bidding these stocks up, and I don't know, like the exchange is trying to protect people who aren't as experienced, who are maybe novice traders or something. I don't know, but it's ugly and it's not nice. I know a couple of people who have gotten halted in these things for the huge drop down. Now, fortunately, a $20,000 and $30,000 loss for a few of these guys is I don't want to say it's no big deal, but they can handle it. For someone who's a novice, who might have a small account or something like that, I feel terribly for them if they got caught in that halt down like that. I don't know why the exchange is doing it, but they're doing it. So these small cap momentum names, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. I'm going to take this off my watch list. I just put them on there in order to give an example as to what's going on right now. But yeah, it's I'm really wary about being in INDO or CNFR today because of the exchange's behavior with shutting these things down. So that leads me, the large caps, they usually don't move the same way. So here in my large cap movers list, I've got BABA. Now BABA, I've been watching. I've had BABA on watch now for probably 2 weeks or so because of this head and shoulders formation. The head and shoulders reversal formation is my favorite long-term formation. When these things actually play out, they have a high probability of working out in the way that I expect them to. And it's easy to manage risk in this scenario because it's something that I'll average into, a little bit at a time, and especially now with free commissions. I don't pay commissions on my trades. I can average into 10 shares at a time, 10 shares short at a time on BABA, over a period of 2 weeks. While this setup plays out. And this setup has about, September 30th to November 9th. So that's roughly a month. So this trade will have about a month to play out. So I can average in and manage risk on this trade really easily over the course of the next 2 weeks, for it to play out for a month's worth of time. This is a really nice looking formation here as far as reversal goes. Got a distinctive neckline. The left shoulder is higher than the right shoulder. Distinctive head here. I have a lot of confidence in this trade working out. It only has to hit this this neckline right here. There are only a couple dollars left on the movement of the stock to start bumping into its neckline. I can start averaging in as it bumps into this neckline. Really like this setup. We'll see how it plays out, though. That, you know, no one setup is a silver bullet. There's no one thing that works. So actually, let me move this one up a bit here. So my next favorite is BILI. There's a nice period of consolidation here, a breakout for a move up. So we've got from June until November. Let's see, that's since this period of consolidation here lasts from, we'll say, June, the middle of June, until, I'll say the breakout is right here on this day, until November. So let's see, that's the middle of November. So let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November. So that's 6 months of consolidation and then a breakout. And so what we can anticipate here is 6 months of movement from bottom left to top right. And we've got a pullback here. So now that it's pulled back and its pre-market price is starting to move back up, it's in the 86.54 range. And you can't anticipate anything, but the next move is within the next few days for it to make a new high. So I didn't start buying the dip on this one. I'm going to start, if I can get it to come back down to, if it comes all the way back down to this 81 level, then I'll buy with a high rate of conviction. I think it won't happen today. But let's say actually down here to the top of this candle at, we've got a lot of lines working here. Let's see if I can clear this up a bit. Yeah, this 84.54 level, if it comes back down to this 84.54 level today, I'll be averaging into quite a few shares. Looking for a move up from this level to take some profits and then to leave the rest on. It would be absolutely beautiful if it came down to test this 84.50 roughly level and then moved back up and hit resistance at the top of this breakdown candle at 87.26. That would be a really nice trade. I'll probably average into about 500 shares in this trade, and look to take profits on half, and then look to hold the rest as this stock continues to move up. If it continues to move up, once it makes it past the high of this candle, then the next target will be the high of this candle, and if it makes it past the high of this candle, the next target is blue skies. You know, there's this company was started and it went public in 2018, and it's starting to make its move. So, you know, let's see what its last earnings was, down 8 cents on its last earnings, 1 cent, 7 cents, 8 cents. Well, people are interested in this name for whatever reason. The estimate is -37 here, and the estimate is -32 there. The last earnings it had was 45 cents. I don't know what's going on with the fundamentals with this company, but from the chart, it's bullish. So I'm looking forward to participating. So the next one I have is CRSP. CRISPR, the technology of this company actually scares the hell out of me. It's DNA structure. It is basically taking stages of evolution and placing it in the hands of humans on the genetic level. But you know, sometimes you just got to hold your nose and buy. And so this company, you know, it's the way of the future. It looks like, you know, so it's in an uptrend. It made a test for the bottom of this breakdown candle right here yesterday and came up short and went the other direction. That's bullish. It is now in the middle of this breakdown candle body right here. Looking forward to making a buy, especially If it goes over 163.56 there, it'll be very bullish for a test of 170. And then if it makes it past 170, again, it'll be very bullish for the top of this candle, for a test of the top of the all-time high here. And then if it can push through the all-time high, then it's blue skies. It's going to keep going for a while. All right, so the next one is DT. Yeah, so let's see, BILI, yep, DT is the one I went last. DT has been in consolidation range now for quite some time. It's tested down here. It's found support in this $35 range, and its breakout level is roughly right around here in the $44 range. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I have it up. I put it last because I don't have a high degree of confidence in it at all. I'm just keeping an eye on it. If it decides to move up past, let's see, if we get a touch of the high here and then moves past this breakdown candle, then it'll be back into its bullish, sort of recent bullish bias here. Not a lot of confidence in that one, but I've got alarms on it in case it touches this level down here and finds support. Again, I'll have to just kind of take a look at it once. If the alarm goes off, I'll take a look at it and see what kind of action we're seeing, and I'll make a decision on it at that point. And it's popped up pre-market, so yeah, that's the layout for the day. Those are the trades I'm making for the day. I've got these on watch. I'm almost thinking about just taking them off because of the way small cap momentum has just been getting beaten down by the exchanges. So there's a lot of money to be made in the small cap momentum names. It's sad to see these stocks get beaten down by the exchanges the way they are. So we've got 3 minutes until the bell. I'm going to start entering these names into my trade windows here. Okay, and now let's see what starts to play out. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and like, please. Hit the thumbs up. This is what I do for a living. Just looking forward to having someone, hang out and we can just sort of BS about what trades we're seeing, what it looks like the market is doing, and making some money. I was a part of a chat room, trading chat room for a couple of years, and it cost about $1,000 a year. And I really just decided to. I've been trading on my own now with no chat or anything. I'm an extrovert, so I like to run my mouth essentially. And so looking forward to having someone come in and interact with. I've been on my own for about 6 months now, just by myself sitting in an office trading. So if anybody wants to come and join, feel free. BT's coming down a little bit. INDO is pushing up just a tad. INDO is hitting the scanners. Now something Jan, yeah, CNFR, I'm gonna stay away from that. So Jan is hitting the scanners, and so is INDO. Let's see what the news is on Jan. December 28th. So it hit a halt. It definitely opened up higher. And I don't see any news on it. So INDO is hitting the scanners here. BILI. BILI is pushing up over this candle. I like that. And INDO is definitely seeing some activity. So on INDO, yeah, all right, so it's hitting the VWAP here. And I've missed this move from basically $10 up to 11.39. So I'm gonna let that one settle down before I get involved with it. BILI, yeah, BILI is making a move up here, so I'm gonna get involved with BILI. I'm going to start with 200 shares here. So I've got a buy. I'm in BILI for 200 shares. I've got an order in for 832. Moving up to, there we go. I should be filled now. Okay, I got filled at $88.13 on BILI for 200 shares. So an 88 cent move up would be 1%, and I can sell 100 shares after an 88-cent move for, just to take some profits. So at 89.12 is where I'm looking to sell a little bit. Popped up there for a moment. I didn't have the sell order ready to go. Baba's coming down a little bit. INDO. So yeah, INDO has no news, and I don't know why it would be running up like that. Jan is selling off. There's an early alert. There was an early alert on the momentum scanner. CNFR. Yeah, just I think there are a lot of people who are probably pretty gun shy on small cap momentum right now. Really nice move there on BILI. Currently up about 120 bucks on BILI. Small position, not a lot of risk there. So let's see, what's 88 cents plus 88.13 comes out to 89.01. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sell half here, so I have some winnings in my pocket, and then we'll see about what it does at this level at $90.19. This will be resistance. It's an all-time high. So if we get a harsh, big pullback here at $90.19, then I'll just let go of the second $100 trade, or the second 100 shares of trade that I have for the profit. We'll see how it does. All right, 9 more cents, 1 more penny until it breaks. All right, it just broke its all-time high. So I'm going to let these 100 shares, ride until I don't know. We see how high it goes. I'd really like to see it break. Let's open up this one. Touched its all-time high. A harsh rejection here past, I'd say 89.30, 89, bottom of this candle. 89.30. I'll let the other half go. Yay. All right. So in this 100 shares, I'm up $255 at the moment. I'd definitely like to see 90.19 right here act as support. I'd prefer that it came, if it wants to come back and test this 90.19, I'd prefer that it didn't come back down and break. I'd prefer that it came up short and started to move away from 90.19 again instead of breaking through 90.19 and trading below it. CRSP is taking off as well. Came down here to 163. A move over 170 here, and it looks like support was right here at 163 on CRSP. So I might get involved with that one. Baba, looks like Baba's catching a little bit of a bid at yesterday's close. It was only, let's see, 243, only about $2 away from hitting that neckline. Okay, so BILI. Do you want to hold on to? Do you want to hold on to all-time highs? See if we can catch some support. This is the 9 EMA exponential moving average that's hitting right now. INDO might catch some support at its 9 also. It's a small cap. I don't have a lot of confidence in it. There's a 13,000 share buyer at 89.80 on BILI at the moment. So if it breaks 89.80, I'm going to dump the second 100. There it goes. Okay, so I just dumped my second 100 shares on BILI for total profit of about $275 on those 200 shares. So, I mean, you know, it's a trade. Not bad. If it can come back above 90.19 and confirm 90.19, I'll get into another trade on it. CRSP, trying to hold this level. Volume is pretty light. I mean, it's an expensive stock, so.
What we do here is go back.
Yeah, DT found some resistance right here at yesterday's high. Okay, so we got a bump the high here, the high on this candle. This is a 1 minute candle. Okay, here we go. 90.21 is the high. So it's kind of bumping into this resistance area. If it can come back above again and close green above 90.19, I'll get involved again. And look for a push past 91.14. Here's 91.14. All right, so I'm in 100 shares at $91.19. Yeah, this is it's a large cap name. It has a lot of shares. I'm sure. Let's see. It has 262 million shares float. So you know, it's not gonna behave the same way a small cap momentum will, of course. But we ought to be able to get some momentum on this thing as it attracts buyers. There we go. About 15 seconds to the close of this candle. Really like to see it close above 91.14 here. Let's see how the 10-minute looks. 10-minute looks okay. So I don't really have a limit to the upside on this one. It's, this is all-time high price. So there's, in momentum terms, there's no telling how high it'll go. There are no resistance levels up here. And so the stock is going to figure it out today. We'll see, how high people are willing to bid it up. I'm only in 100 shares on this trade at $91.19. So right now I'm up about 40 bucks on it. There's about a minute and a half left in this candle. I've got an order ready to sell at 91.30 in case it dips down that far. Got about 30 seconds to the close of this candle. All right, so I went ahead and exited that trade. Let's see where I got out. So I got out at 91.45 there for a $27 trade. So let's see, I'm up about 200 bucks or $300 on the day. Okay, so this is an interesting spot on INDO. Small cap momentum traders like to trade against these moving averages, whether it's an exponential moving average or a simple moving average. It's hard to say. I could probably, let's see if I can add a simple moving average to this thing. It's been a long time since I've messed with my charts. Exponential moving average. Let's put it up there. So we use a 20 period exponential moving average here. And I'll keep it red. It might get a little bit confusing with all of the lines and so forth. Oop. Why did it do that? Let's move that one back to blue. Well, my 9 EMA is following oh no, okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so the 9 EMA, it's below the 9 EMA, but it's above the 20 SMA. Let's move this over to 20 here. Okay, so the two of them are kind of matching up right there. So traders like to use the 9 EMA and the 20, or the 9 either EMA or SMA, and the 20 EMA or SMA for support levels. And to see it recover this could mean that it starts getting support for a move up. Let's see how it's trading halted on, yeah, so it's in a halt on the way up there. It's level 2, of course, isn't moving at all, so let's see what time. It halted. It halted at 9:51. Is that a second halt? 9:38. Yeah, that's a second halt. And it was a 10-minute halt. I don't think I'm gonna get involved with this. So it halted on the way down right here at 9:38 in the morning, and opened back up again at 9:48. Now to see it, this is normal. You actually, usually there's a 5-minute halt on these heavy volume, volatility halts. But the exchange has been doing 10-minute halts. Now, this stopped at 9:51, so I would anticipate, I'd be surprised if this were a 5-minute halt, because of the way the exchanges have been behaving lately with halts. So I'd expect this, under normal circumstances, I'd expect this to open back up again at 9:56. But with the way the exchanges have been behaving lately, I'd be willing to bet that this is a 10-minute halt and not a 5-minute halt. And then if this thing starts to trade like nuts, on no news, the exchange will halt it for 3 hours, and it'll open up, who knows, $3 or $4 lower than where it opened, and just really screwing people over. All right, so right now we're about to hit the 9:56 minute. So let's see what happens here. Got about 40 seconds to go until, oh, okay, so open back up again here. And it's taking a little dip down, 881. I just, see, we've got $9. This is really strange. 961 on the bid. I've got on INDO. I've got 1080, and on the ask I've got 956. So it's like inverted. Very, very weird. Something really strange going on with this right here. That for whatever reason the bid is $1 higher than the ask right now. I'm not sure really what to make of that on my level 2. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I'm just staying away from it. It's just too weird. The exchanges are behaving very badly. I'm going to try to refresh this window to see if I can get my level 2 to, no. So I can't see what the bid is right now. The bid on my level 2 is showing $10, a 5,000 share buyer at $10.80 and $9.40, $9.40 roughly on the ask. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not interested. I'm staying away. So BILI looks like it's trying to hold this 9114 level. That's the all-time high that it made back here on the 22nd of December. Right here. And now it's broken through its all-time high. It might be setting up for, might be making a bull flag pattern here. So I'm going to get rid of this line. We'll hold on to 90.19, excuse me, is the all-time high from a week ago, roughly. These are new all-time highs. And the price now to beat is 91.92. To see it consolidate in this range for, say, I don't know, enough time to put a bull flag. This could just be a 10-minute pullback right here, and it could get ready to launch up. So over 91.92, so let's say $92 even, would be another buy spot. Volume is trailing off just a bit. So it would probably grind. But if we can get a nice bull flag going here, where the bottom of this up candle right here kind of acts like the bottom of the flag, then we could get some further movement to the upside on this price. It would be worth taking the risk to get involved. It is 10 o'clock, and so there's, roughly speaking, there's sort of one more wave of buying that will occur in the morning session, if it's going to occur, right around 10:30 or so. So we'll keep an eye on this and see how it acts. DT's finding resistance at yesterday's high. Baba is finding support at yesterday's close. I'd really like to see it hit this line. On the daily here, you can see it made an early attempt for this neckline to have really high conviction on this trade. I'd like to see it trade into this neckline and then pull away instead of coming up short and pulling away. Oh, there goes INDO. Did INDO go into another halt? Yep, it's halted again on the way up. And my level 2 isn't working. I'm still showing $10.80. There being a $10.80 buyer, 5,000 shares on INDO. I don't know what's up with that, but I don't like it. CNFR just kind of falling away. There's a high over here on CNFR at $4 even, so it might try and hold on to that high, but I don't know. Let's see, this is the 1 minute and closed at 10:01. It's 10:03, so if there's another 5-minute halt, then yeah, we'll see. I'm going to replace this one with NETE. I've traded NETE a couple of times before. I'm going to put it on a 5-minute to see. Okay, so punch through VWAP here. If it can confirm a green candle close over the VWAP here, I'll get involved. There is it has a float of 5 million shares roughly. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. About a minute left on this candle. Yeah, that's a nice looking formation. That is definitely a bull flag, and I will want to get involved over $92. We'll say. For the move over $92. You know what? We have 2 minutes left on this. DT's not doing anything. Meat. Put 5 minutes on the meat. So we had a break of VWAP here, then a rejection, and now a move over VWAP here. Well, let's see what this 5-minute candle does. If it can close green above the VWAP right here, then it's bullish. It'll move, probably make an attempt for the pre-market highs, 1733. BILI, about to make a move. So I have an order ready to go at $92 on BILI for 100 shares. 199, 199, 198. All right. So I just bought 100 shares. I got filled at $91.99 on BILI. Now, this move, I suppose we can anticipate somewhere around $1 move to 93 on this thing. Neat. Still working on closing. Indo open back up. I'm staying away from it. It's just too weird. My level 2 still on Indo is showing a $10.80 buyer. So I don't know, my platform is malfunctioning or what, but I'm just gonna have to stay away from it. Okay, I'm gonna put neat into my window here. I'm gonna put it over top of Indo. And I'm essentially willing to buy, as long as it closes green on this candle, I'm willing to buy at the close, whatever closing price this is, for a move up to the pre-market highs. BILI, I'd really like to see it hit 93 range. Minutes left on this candle for neat. BILI pulling back a little bit. I have 100 shares at 91.99. 2 minutes left on this candle. Just waiting for a green close on this candle. If I get it, then I start to buy. I'll start to average in 100 shares at a time, probably on 1,000 shares total. So 10 seconds to go on this candle. Close, what is that? Close above 1558. All right, so here's the new candle. Bought 100 shares. We'll dip down here, see if it catches support and all this spaghetti right in here. Or like the last candle did. Okay, buying another 100 shares. Got an average, I've got 200 shares and an average of 1569 on an ETE on this VWAP setup. 91.97. I've got 100 shares at 91.99 on BILI. Just gonna let it ride. this candle can close above all of this, then it's acting as support. I'd like to see a move up to 1655 if this candle can hold. This is pretty close to a doji. It's not exactly a doji, but it's pretty close. So it's a candle of indecision. And this stock has been really quite active. This NETE has been trading. I've traded it 4 or 5 times before on these moves. It has a bad tendency to open high and close low. Today's a little bit different though. Let's see. BILI back up, challenging these this last 10-minute high here. $60. Take it off of the 10-minute there and put it on the 5-minute. About 2.5 minutes left on this candle. Definitely like to see this support hold. INDO, what are you doing? INDO hit a circuit breaker halt here. Trying to find some support in the spaghetti. Trying to find some meatballs in the spaghetti. 1558. About 2 more minutes left on this candle. An NETE. BILI pulling back just a tad from this intraday high right here. Over 92.47 would be great. Love to see this thing just creep up through the day. Getting another buy order ready for NETE in the next minute or so. All right, there we go. 1655 is my target. I'm going to sell half of my position at 1655. I'm in 300 shares right now at an average of 1574. The 3,000 share buyer at 16 on NETE. All right, getting some price action here on NETE. $15,000 share buyer at 16.10. It's getting worked down a little bit. All right, I'm going to duck out of this trade. I made a few cents on that. I made about 25 cents on 300 shares, so 75 bucks. I mean, it's not a huge trade, but you know these base hits are adding up. Right now, I'm at let's see, $412 on the day. 4 trades, 4 green trades, 4 winners. So let's keep an eye on BILI here. We've got 4 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. Love to see a break over this intraday high happen here in the next 4 minutes. and to just kind of see this, watch this thing have a sort of a glide path upward the day. Baba is still pulling away. Really like to see Baba hit this neckline. Maybe, you know what, maybe my neckline is, oh yeah, you know what, my neckline was a little bit off there. We get into, it did, it touched, oh, I missed out. That's too bad. I gotta pay closer attention to my charting. Let me save that. So Baba just hit this neckline and traded away from it pretty quickly from 243 down to 237. So $7. Yeah, I definitely just missed out on that short. That was definitely an entry spot for me to start going short on Baba, and that would have been a really, really nice short opportunity there. 92.39, we're about 10 cents away from the intraday high here, BILI. Are we going to get it? Yep. All right, so we're a penny over the intraday high here. All right, now we're getting a little bit more action on BILI. Very nice, very nice. Stocks on the move. Hey Tony, sorry I didn't see your message until just a moment ago. Yeah, INDO is whack. Yeah, the thing's getting just the small caps. I just don't trust them right now. I mean, and I play small caps a lot. All right, so BILI for a move up to and past 93 would be beautiful. Love to see that. There's a 2,000 share seller at 92.77. See if that guy can get taken out. NETE kind of bobbling around below this price right here. INDO, meh. CNFR is trying to hold support right here at this recent high. I don't really trust it. Just because an insider bought 5,000 shares at $2.49 a share, it's only $10,000 worth of stock. I just don't. It's not really that attractive to me. All right, a close here in the next minute over 92.47 would be just wonderful. And see if we can make a push for 93. $92.80. So it cleared past that big seller at 77. BILI cleared past that 92.77 seller. 92.88. Got 80 on that ask, 75 on the bid. $81. And 79 on the ask, 71 on the bid for BILI, 83 on the ask, 80 on the bid. New candle. See if we come down and test 92.47. I'd rather it didn't come back to 92.47 and make a near miss and then just continue on its way up. This is the 10-minute candle. Let's take a look at the 5-minute on BILI. $92.51 is the low. 92.45 is the low on this candle. There we go. Okay, 83 on the ask, 79 on the bid. There we go. Okay, so now 85 on the ask. It looks like we've got a little bit of a hidden seller at 85. There were 200 shares on the 85, and the level 2 scrolled through a few hundred shares at 85, and the 85 mark didn't move, so somebody's selling up there. There we go, 93. 93.02 on the ask, 93 even on the bid. Oh, pop back down. Somebody sold 93 pretty heavily there. IPDN is popping up on the scanners a lot. All right, we just blasted through 10,000 share buyer at 92.55 on BILI. I went ahead and let go of the position. See where I got closed out. BILI sold 100 shares for 92.59. So I mean, 60 cents on 100 shares, 60 bucks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profitable trades. I've traded BILI 4 times and NETE once. You know, it's coming up on 10:30, and so kind of pushing the edge of the morning session. And sometimes the morning session can last until 11 or 11:30, but usually the first hour of the day is once the first hour of the day passes. That's pretty much it for the morning session. NETE, INDO. I don't have INDO on my trading window. Let me put it back in. It looks like it's in a halt all the way down. It's still trading. It's not in a halt, but the level 2 isn't moving. In the level 2, I'm still showing, you know, on the bid, I've got $10.80 on the bid at 5,000 shares, and the ask is below the bid at $9.92. I don't know what is going on with this thing, but I'm not interested. Okay, NETE, what are you doing? Yeah, NETE is falling away. Yeah, I just you know, exited my position there at, where was I? On NETE. I sold at $16.02. So yeah, I got out at about the right time. BILI coming down to test that intraday high, which actually this support level, if this is a support level, should actually be moved up here. So 92.88 is really the level that you want to see it hold. So the stock is kind of consolidating right through here. So a move down to roughly this area right in here to test the moving average, that would be probably a good spot to try and enter into another position on BILI. But you know, let's see here. Realized gains. I'm up 120 plus 155 is 275 plus 26, call it 300, 360, 460. I'm up $470 in the morning session, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I think I'm going to call it a day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. The kids are home from school, and my beautiful and wonderful wife is pretty much stuck with them by herself. They're 5 years old and 3 years old, and you know, the parks are closed. I live close to an aquarium. there's just tons of things around here for kids to do. I live in downtown Baltimore, also known as Bodymore, Maryland, Murderland, Bodymore, Murderland, which, you know, we're pushing 330 murders this year. But anyway, all the kids stuff around here is closed because, you know, the mayor, who's, anyway, has everything closed, and so these kids are bouncing off the walls. Go home and take care of my kids. Call it a day. Nice $500 day. I can live with that. I really do prefer to be up 4 figures rather than just 3, but the way the markets are acting right now, and the way the exchanges are acting right now, just not really that interested. So, good luck, everybody. I hope if you watch this video, I hope it helps. And if you like what you see, subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Just looking forward to having some folks. Tony Reamer, sorry to miss you. I wish I had caught you when you were still in the room and could just kind of sit back and chat for a bit. BILI is looking like a great stock to be in for the grind into the end of the day. I would be cautious on this thing, on this name, when it heads into 3 o'clock, into 3:30. But otherwise, yeah, this thing's looking really strong right now. I definitely exited that trade too early, but hey, it's a green trade, and so I will take it. Yeah, I was in at 91.99, pulled back to 92.55. I sold at 92.59 roughly, and now it's well up into the 93s. So keep an eye out for Baba if this thing tries to swing up and hit this neckline again today. You know, I have a strong conviction I will be shorting it. So, all right, everybody, take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Does the exchange trade tomorrow? Is the exchange open tomorrow? Let's check and see real quick. NYSE holiday schedule. Let's look again. It doesn't say anything about. It might be 2021. Let's say a holiday. Well, 2021. Oh, 2021. Okay, so it's closed on Friday. All right. So, yeah, I will be back here tomorrow doing the same thing. And look forward to seeing everybody who shows up. Take care, everybody.